Hey YouTube, what's up man? It's your boy Dagger aka Red Robe, and I got a crazy story for you today that's filled with lies, deception, politics, and Rick Ross.
Every artist have a story, whether you're the smallest artist or the biggest artist. What will define you is your preparation. The great Nipsey Hussle once said, luck is just being prepared at all times, so when the door opens, you're ready. This is my journey. You think I'm playing?
Hey YouTube, welcome back to the channel. It's Dagger aka Red Rope's production. How y'all doing out there, man? I just want to take this moment to thank the new subscribers that recently subscribed to this channel. I want to thank you for taking your time out to click that button and take the journey with us. We are a small channel and we do appreciate that you decided to take this journey with us as we grow here on YTIP. All right, so thank you, new subscribers, and don't forget to share, like, and all the good stuff. All right, let's get into the story, man. It all started on a nice day like this. Nice, chill day in the island like this. I get a phone call and I realize it's not a local number. It's a foreign number, American to be exact. I'm like, who's this? And when you're in the islands, an American number is either two things. It's either like really good news or it's like bad news. You know what I'm saying? It could be bad news when you get a random foreign call when you're in the islands. It was not one of those calls where your aunt is calling you and saying, oh, your dearly beloved uncle has passed away.
Bring your simple ass straight.
It was not one of those calls, you know what I mean? The call was from a guy, he was calling from LA. The guy called, you know, I'm gonna pretend like the call is coming in. The guy called, it was like my phone rang. I was like, hello. The guy was like,
hey, what's up? This is Dagger, right?
and I was like,
Yeah, this is Dagger.
he was like,
Hey, what's up? How you doing?
I'm fine.
he was like,
My name is Ian.
I don't remember his last name.
My name is Ian. I'm calling from All Star Production.
I don't remember if that was the name of his production, but let's just say his production was All Star Production, just for this story. So anyways, he's like,
My name is Ian from All Star Production. I'm calling in connection with the Rick Ross concert that's coming up soon on the island. We are known to have done a lot of big concerts. We've done concerts with Snoop Dogg.
so now, you know what I'm saying, when he say those names, you know, and he said LA, I'm now invested. I'm like,
Yo, what's up? Like, what's going on? Let's go. Let's get it poppin'.
so this guy's like,
We're calling in connection to find out if, you would be interested in, doing the concert that's coming up soon, the Rick Ross concert.
and I'm like, would I be interested? Hell yeah. I'm interested in the concert. He was like, okay, cool.
Cool. You're interested. Great. Because everybody is saying that you're our guy. Everybody's saying like, we're gonna do this concert and, you're gonna need a few artists from the islands, and people are saying you're one of the guys that we need to get on this concert. And
I was like, whoever is saying that, thank you. You know what I mean? Thank you, because for what I know, I wasn't really getting much respect across the island because I was doing rap and everybody wasn't into rap. People was more into soca, dancehall and stuff like that. So whoever was in a meeting saying, hey, that guy, we need to get him on the concert too, I said, thank you very much for doing that. But anyway, the guy's like,
yes, they're saying that you are one of our guys, and we want to get you on the concert.
so now I'm totally invested in the concert. He said,
Okay, cool. You're interested. Let's get to the tricky part.
the tricky part is always the negotiation of pricing and stuff like that. So the guy said,
So what would you charge for, a concert like this?
in my mind, right, I'm thinking that they're gonna lowball. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna want to pay me what I truly worth, or what I truly want. So I always put the price up, maybe 1,000 or 2,000 over what I really want. You know what I'm saying? So the guy's like,
What would be your price for this?
so I was like, okay, cool. I said,
My price would be $3,500 US.
he was like,
Okay, $3,500 US. Okay, cool. Let me get back to you on that one.
you know, when somebody say, let me get back to you, they about to lowball you. They're about to go and say, yeah, man, I ain't paying this guy this amount of money. Now, I'm from a small island, so you gotta understand, maybe $3,500 might not sound like a lot for an artist, but you gotta understand, in my island, every US dollar is 2.5 or 2.7. So 2.7 of my money in my island is $1 US. So if somebody pays me $3,500 US, you can do the math and you will see how much money I would be making from a show. So 3,500 was not bad. And mind you, the local standard on my island is about 500 ECD, 500 Eastern Caribbean dollars, which is about maybe like 180 US dollars. That's how much artists who are on the island usually get paid. I don't know if they're getting paid more now a couple of years later, but from when I was circulating around the island doing little concerts and stuff, that's how much we was getting paid. So if I was getting paid $3,500 for this concert, that would have been good. So the guy calls back. He was like,
you know, the budget is kind of tight, blah, blah, blah. You know, would you be, interested in doing it for 25?
So I'm like, okay, cool. I mean, I knew he was gonna lowball me, but he didn't lowball me too low. You know what I'm saying? He didn't try to like pay me $500 or nothing like that. He was like 25, and I was like, cool, 25. So I was like,
I'm gonna call my people and let them know.
Just to sound important, and just to have another opinion. So I called my friend and I was like,
Yo, this guy wants to pay $2,500. I'm like, yo, $2,500, man, that's good. That's good money. I would take it.
I was like, okay, cool. The guy called back a few minutes later. I said,
yeah, I'm gonna work with you for the 25.
Okay, cool, perfect. Cool, we got you on the bill.
We did an imaginary shake hand. That's done. So now I'm on the concert. I'm on the Rick Ross concert. Through negotiation with this guy call from LA. So now I'm thinking like, okay, cool. Maybe they're gonna call me back a little bit later about a contract, about getting a deposit, stuff like that. Because the concert maybe was like at least 2 or 3 weeks away. You know what I mean? We were still probably like in July, and the concert might have been in August. So I'm thinking, man, they're gonna call us up maybe like, a week later or, just before the concert, and we're gonna discuss how we're gonna get the money, half the money and whatnot, blah, blah, blah. The weeks go by. I ain't get no call from nobody. Nobody called me to say, hey, here's what we're gonna do about you guys getting paid for the concert or nothing like that. I'm just continuing on. I'm rehearsing. I'm doing my rehearsal. I'm connecting with a band because I'm trying to do a decent show, because I'm getting a okay paycheck, so I'm trying to do a decent show. The weeks are going by. We're now probably a week before the concert, man. There's still nobody called and say, hey, here's the contracts. This is how it's gonna go. We just started thinking that maybe they'll have a press conference the day of the concert, and we'll talk about that. Rick Ross is already doing his promo videos. Rick Ross is making drops.
Bam! It's the biggest boss, the Black Bottle Boss, Ricky Rose. I know you love your cricket. St. Kitts, it's official. August 15th. Come kick it with me.
So Rick Ross has already confirmed that he's coming through. This is like the weekend of the concert now. The concert is happening. There's no contracts. Nobody has gotten a contract from nowhere. Nobody got a call. So I'm now doing my little videos leading up to the concert. I'm always documenting stuff, and I'm doing my little lead up to the concert. The concert is happening. I do my lead up.
This is where we're gonna be tonight. Chilling.
I do my little video. We finally show up. I don't even think we got a pass until we showed up to the venue. That's when we got the passes to go in the show and move around the show and stuff like that. So we get in, we probably get our passes. We hung out with other artists who was on the show that night. We hung out backstage, had a good time, had some drinks and stuff. I finally make my way to the stage. I finally just tore it down. I did my thing. I just, I'm doing my thing. I'm running the stage. And the funny thing about it, when I got to the stage, there was nobody in front. There was nobody in it's almost like the venue was empty. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's sitting there. As I start performing, you know what I'm saying? I start, doing my thing. By the time I get to maybe my fourth song, you can just see how much people is gathering up, how much people is coming together. People are coming out of the shadows. People are coming from by the bars. They like what they're hearing on the stage. I'm actually really opening up the concert. And mind you, there were people playing, there were bands jamming before I got on stage. I just came on after the bands, but people just like what I was doing, and people start coming together. Even like DJ Kevy Kev, who was my DJ that night, was like, yo man, you're the one that started this concert, man. You started the energy, you got the energy right. So I do my thing, man. The concert was good. I get off stage, still haven't been paid. I'm like, I just want to see Rick Ross at this point.
St. Kitts, it's official. August 15th. Come kick it with me.
Like maybe seeing Ross and meeting Ross might be like, something cool. So we're waiting backstage a little bit. Then maybe 20 minutes before Ross came around, I was just like, man, I want to see the show. You know what I'm saying? So I got up and I left. I went to the front of the stage because I wanted to see the show. Ross didn't look like he was gonna show up at any time. So we at the front. Then I see my camera guy. My camera guy came from the back about 5 minutes later, and he's like pissed off. He's like,
Yo, man, this is bullshit.
He's mad and stuff. I'm like, what's wrong, man? He was like,
Man, they told us to get the hell out of there.
They probably say get the fuck out of there, but you know what I'm saying? I don't want to exaggerate too much because I wasn't there.
But they said get the hell out of there. Ross don't want nobody back there.
So I was like happy I left because I might have felt a little bit slighted if they told me that. You know what I'm saying? Because I felt like I just killed the stage and I didn't like telling me to get the hell out. But they said,
we don't want nobody back here. Ross don't want nobody back here.
Ross actually drove straight in a Hummer or something and came out of the Hummer and went on the stage and tore it down. Ross put on a hell of a show that night. Ross tore it down. I'm telling you, Ross was dropping his biggest hits. He was giving you it straight, no chaser. They had people commenting on Facebook. They were mad that Ross was cursing because, of course, colonial laws down in the islands still try to lock people up for cursing on stage and stuff like that. If you watch my DMX story, you will learn about that, how he got locked up for cursing down there too. But Ross was cursing on stage. Ross didn't give a damn. Ross just did his thing. Ross was just cursing on stage, did his thing. And that was an amazing night. The night was amazing. It was a good night. You know what I'm saying? It was a good night. Ross did his thing, I did my thing. So now it's all over. The concert's done. And Ross finally opens up and decides that, yeah, I want to shoot a music video. Ross is shooting a music video across the island. Ross is showing up everywhere, on every block across the island, shooting a music video. And this is an amazing thing, of course, for the people that gets to meet him and he gets to show up to their block. Ross is smoking and drinking on your block. It's cool. Ross is shooting a music video, and it's, you know what I'm saying, it's something exciting going on the island. So Ross does his music video, Ross have fun on the island, and Ross jets, goes back home. This story's getting long, so I'm trying to speed it up. Ross is gone now, done. Concert's over, Ross is gone back home. Ross shot his music video. So we, as the artists on the island and the sound people, the sound system people, the band players, the musicians, nobody has been paid. Nobody has been paid. So Ross drops his music video. They was even mad that he filmed the old flag. Like they showed an image of an old St. Kitts flag. I was like, man, that's all stupid. Now, mind you, the problem is not that Ross shot this music video and named it Drug Dealers. That's not the problem here. That's no problem. Ross did his thing. Ross ain't did nothing wrong, you know, in my opinion. The problem is right here is that we haven't still being paid. We haven't been paid for this Rick Ross concert at all. And now people are getting mad. Rick Ross already left. Ross is dropping new music videos. He's on to new and bigger endeavors around the world. Ross is paid, and we're sitting on the island, not been paid, haven't had a cent for this concert, man. So everybody is pissed off. Everybody's mad, and we gotta we gotta do something.
Enough is enough. I have had it with these motherfucking snakes.
I think people is calling each other back and forth like, yo, you been paid? Have you been paid? I'm like, I haven't been paid. So now it's getting all political because now the op, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, in politics, there's always an op, you know what I'm saying? So now the op sees an opportunity to pounce on on their competition and say,
Hey, look what you're doing to the local artists, man. Look what you did. You know what I'm saying? Rick Ross is out here. He's been paid. He's making his music video. He's calling this place a drug dealer's paradise. And you can't even pay your local artists, man. Come on, man.
So the op is trying to make a case against the government. The op is calling us. The op is calling us now. It's
You
like,
want to talk to the media and tell the media exactly what happened with you and this Rick Ross concert?
so I'm like, I'm cool because I'm not thinking about politics. I'm just thinking about like, I want to get paid. The media is calling me. I'm answering. I'm like,
You know, what do you think about this Rick Ross situation? Like, how did it happen? Like, did you get paid?
I've never been paid.
I mean, what would you do different if, you know, you had a chance?
I would do contracts because that's the way it's done in every sense. Contracts and deposits, and we have people committed to paying people after the event is over. I'm sure that's what Ross did. That's why he did what he did and he left.
that was my opinion. I didn't say anything wrong, but for some reason, politicians that was responsible for putting us on that show felt like we was disrespecting them or being disloyal to them for speaking out. You know what I'm saying? For saying like we haven't been paid, and
Enough is enough!
if we knew that the situation was gonna be like that, we would have just did contracts. They got mad at us. You know what I'm saying? They got mad at us for speaking out. So now everybody's mad.
Everybody strap in! I'm about to open some fucking windows.
And the artist is mad, and the sound guy is mad, and we all gathered up, and a big crowd of people is gathered up in front of the government headquarters with signs saying pay the artist their money. It's a riot, and everybody's like, yo, pay the artist their money. Okay, cool. That didn't happen. That would have been cool though, but that didn't happen. We all just gathered up in front of the government headquarters. The sound guy, the other band members, we all gathered up, was talking about it. We went in to see the particular politician that was responsible for the show, and he did something really weird that's so political, right? We're sitting there, we're arguing with this guy about the money, and he makes a call. But I'm like, who is he calling? Like, you're the government. Like, who are you calling? He's like,
Yo, we gotta get this thing together, man. The guys are here, man. These guys need to get their money. It's all mixed up. It's all confusion.
and I'm looking at this guy like, who is he talking to? And something in my mind tell me that this guy wasn't talking to anybody. There was no other person on the end of that line.
I have had it with these motherfucking snakes!
And these are the type of game that politicians like to play with people. You know what I'm saying? But eventually the story cleared up. You know, they finally came to an agreement, and they finally paid out the money through government probably like a week or two later. Everybody finally got their money, and the story finally ended. It was just like a roller coaster ride of bullshit that was unnecessary if they had just did things right in the first place. You know what I'm saying? Because it just looked bad on their behalf, the way they treated their own artists versus a big international artist. And people was like,
Yo, man, I didn't see you again after the Rick Ross concert. What happened?
I was like, man, I was canceled. Government mad at you for speaking out? You're out.
You are done. Fired.
You're done. You're not going to be seen again on anything. So I wasn't on any more concerts after that. I want to believe that I never showed up on anything government related after that. It was over for me when it comes to government associated gigs. Government just was like, nah, I'm out. This guy just made a whole bunch of noise for his money, his own money. But that was crazy, man. I usually don't make these long videos, but this story was long. Hopefully you stick around for the whole story and find out what really happened. I want to end it there, and I just want to say the important thing I learned about that is that at that point I learned that as an artist on the island, that wasn't really that important. It wasn't really important for people to make sure that I got paid for what I did. So at that point, when I got paid, I started really making a plan to move forward and maybe get out of there, or go to another place, or try some other new things, because apparently I saw that was not gonna work out for me. So that was my lesson learning from that. That was my crazy up and down roller coaster ride Rick Ross story. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that you have a great weekend. It's Red Robe, aka Dagger, tuning out one time.